Round 3 of the FIA World Endurance Championship, a blustery Sunday in August. Could easily have been a spring race at Silverstone, the home of British motor racing. A big crowd on hand to support lots of British drivers and some big names who have come to the championship from Formula One as well, just adding interest.
God save the Queen.
The national anthem brings the crowd to its feet here at Silverstone as we get ready for the start of the 6 hours. Adding a bit of spectacle, the man on the jet board. Rather him than me. Dr. Wolfgang Ulrich flagging the field away as they set off on the formation lap. Toyota dominating proceedings in qualifying, and quickly car number 7, car number 8 lined up astern, but the two SMP racing cars, number 17 made contact with a Rebellion, which then took its own sister car out of the first corner as well in avoidance. Number 1 and number 3 substantially delayed, and that carnage in the first turn saw at least one of the Fords go off. And there was more contact further back in the GT field as well. It was no tidier by the time they got down to turn 3, with a host of cars off already as they got into the loop. The 31 Dragon Speed LMP2 car came to a grinding halt and confused the daylights out of the GT field, most of whom made contact with at least somebody else. Dragon Speed car then Control Alt deleted and got going. Before long, Ford and Ferrari, both delayed at the start, started to carve their way up through the field, led by the 66 Ford. First retirement of the race before the 1 hour mark. Michael Alishin's anguished, no, not the engine. It was the engine for SMP.
Is this the engine or not? Tell me.
Toyota number 7 led the first hour. Number 8 shuffled itself in front as Ford continued to fight back. Andy Prio in the 67 car, mighty here at Silverstone, carving his way back up into a podium from almost last in the GTE Pro class. Porsche struggled for tyres. The 71 Ferrari fought its way back up the order with Alessandro Pierguidi at the wheel, as did the 66 Ford of Olivier Pla. 92 would have to stop a little early for tyres, putting them off strategy, by which stage the number 7 Toyota was back in front.
9, 8,
and then the
7,
first full course
6,
yellow for debris,
5.
and that caused the end of the race for the number 4 car. Rennie Binder, being caught out by everybody going at the required 80 kilometres an hour, slammed off track on the right. The number 8 car was instructed to move ahead of number 7 to try and get themselves back on pace. Puncture for the LMP2 race leader, the 37 Jackie Chan DC racing car. That moved the 38 car, their sisters, into the lead. Contact between Igor Urutsev and the 71 Ferrari led to a puncture for the 71 car of Davide Rigon. That then caused a safety car for debris. There was a long stop for the Ford. A door that wouldn't close, fit, shut, or anything else on the 66 Ford dropped them right down the order. And the 51 Ferrari ended up leaping to the top of the pile. TDS 28 car struggled with problems, despite punctures and an incident and a drive-through penalty. 37 and 38 still at the top of the LMP2 field. LMP1 continuing to be dominated by Toyota. This is what a 75-second stop and go looks like. Out goes 90, 56. Also in the pit lane, Jörg Bergmeister. Don't forget the 90 car was in front of the 56 Porsche. Dempsey Proton 77 car getting ahead of TF Sport and Team Project One, who were both penalised. More changes of order between the Toyotas. That battle raged on into the final hour. Trouble with the tail of the number 1 Rebellion, dropped them off the podium. The number 3 car would follow the Toyotas home as Ford worked its way back into podium contention in the final few minutes of the race with a robust battle with the Porsche. After 6 hours of fierce racing, Project One used the last lap pass to get by into third place, having started from pole. But the Le Mans winners in GTE AM claimed victory at Silverstone. 51 the world champions in the GTE Pro class. And in the LMP categories, the cars that started 1-2 finished 1-2. Jackie Chan DC Racing 1-2 in LMP2. Toyota Gazoo Sport 1-2 in LMP1.